Hai, Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. My name is Al-Hakim bin Halimee. I will presenting about the offensive of offering bribes and example of related case in Malaysia. Before I start the presentation, let me go through with the agenda. I will presenting about the definition of bribery, impact on society, legal measures, bribery under Malaysian law, offensive of offering bribes, MACC Acts, border impact on corruption prevention, public sector versus Zainal Abidin 2019, and conclusions. The definition of bribery is offering money, gift or services with the intent of an influence of the decision of those in position of authority, undermining fairness and integrity. The impact of society. The bribery has a far-reaching and negative impact on society. First and the foremost is endorse public trust in institutions and the rule of law. When citizens witness corruption at high level, they begin to question the integrity and fairness of their governing bodies, which can lead to the general lack of confidence in the justice systems, law enforcement and public institutions. The deterioration of trust weakens societal cohesion and can result in lower civic engagement and participations. Additionally, bribery distorts the fairness of decisions made in governments, legal and business sector. Instead of a decision being based on merit, needs or the rule of law, they become tainted by the influence of money and personal gains. This undermines the concept of justice, equality and accountability, leading to the policy that may not serve the public goods. Moreover, bribery contributes the inefficiency and misallocations of resources. Public funds intended for the essential services like healthcare, education and infrastructure can be diverted to corrupt purpose, leaving critical needs unmet. In the businesses world, bribery distorts competition by allowing certain companies to gain an unfair advantage, often the expenses of more honest competitors. This not only harm economy growth but can also lead a loss of innovations and productivity, as businesses focus on gaining favor through corrupt practice rather than through merit and hard work. Next slide is legal measures. To combat corruption effectively, Malaysia established the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, in short MACC, an independent agency designed to investigate and address corruption within both in public and private sectors. The MACC plays a vital role in promoting transparency, integrity and accountability by investigating corrupt practices, gathering intelligence and taking enforcement actions against individuals and organizations involved in bribery and other forms of corruption. In support of this effort, the MACC Act of 2029 was introduced, which criminalized bribery and a wide range of corruption activities. The Act establishes clear legal framework for the prosecutions of bribery offences and outlines strict penalties for those found guilty. This penalty can include the significant fines and lengthy prison sentences, aiming to deter individuals and organizations from engaging in corruption practices. This legal framework not only strengthens the country's commitment to fighting corruption but also sends a clear message that such behaviour will not be tolerated, thereby fostering a culture of integrity, justice throughout society. Bribery under Malaysian law. Under the Malaysian law, the MACC Act 2009 provides a comprehensive legal framework to combat bribery in both the public and private sector. This Act addresses various forms of bribery, include monetary and non-monetary endorsements such as gift, promotions and favour, ensuring a broad approach tackling corruptions. The definition of bribery is intentionally broad encompassing not only cash payment but also give job promotion, businesses opportunities that are offered to influence decision. This ensures that all form corrupt behavior are captured under the law. Additionally, the MACC Act recognizes subtle form of bribery which may involve offering luxury gift, job promotion, or lucrative business contract in exchange of favorable decision. This more covert form the bribery can often be harder to detect but equally damaging to the integrity of decision-making processes in both public and private sector. So next is offensive of offering bribe under Section 16 of the MACC Act. Offering or promising a bribe to influence the decision of public or private sector official is a criminal offensive. This provision aims to deter any form of corrupt behavior by holding individual accountability for attempting to influence decision in exchange for personal gains. The penalties for offering the bribe are served under Section 16(2). Offender can face a fine of up to 5 times the amount of the bribes, imprisonment for up for 20 years, or both fine the imprisonment. These stringent penalties serve as a strong deterrent against engaging in bribery. Additionally, the MACC Act takes a proactive approach in combating corruption by criminalizing even the attempt to offer bribe. This means that individuals who attempt to engage in bribery, even if the bribe is not ultimately offered, are still subjected to prosecutions. This helps prevent corruption before it can escalate that further undermines public trust and integrity. Next is MACC Act, broader impact on corruption preventions. The MACC Act adopts a zero-tolerance approach to corruption by criminalizing both the offering and receiving of bribe. This ensures that corrupt activities cannot thrive in either in the public or private sectors, promoting a culture of transparency and accountability. In addition, the Act places a strong emphasis on preventions by criminalizing the attempt to offer a bribes. It safeguards the integrity of decision-making process, making it clear that even the intention to engage in corrupt behavior will not be tolerated. This proactive stance helps maintain and clean a fair environment in both government and business practice. Public Prosecutor versus Zainal Abidin 2019. In the notable case above, a businessman in the construction industry was charged with attempted bribery after attempting to influence a government's official overseeing public infrastructure contract. Zainal offered a substantial cash bribe with the attempt to manipulate the bidding process, ensuring that his company would secure an unfair advantage in competition for these lucrative contracts. Fortunately, MACC Act swiftly and intervened before the bribe was handed over, successfully preventing the corruption attempt from materializing. This case underscores the importance of the MACC proactive approach in identifying the preventing corruption activity before they can have the negative impact on public decision making. The case also highlights the enforcement of anti-corruption law under the MACC Act, sending a strong message that such as attempt to undermine fair and transparent process will not be tolerated. By acting decisively in this instance, the MACC played a crucial role in upholding the integrity of government contracting and ensuring the public resources are allocated fairly. Facts: the Public Prosecutor versus Zainal Abidin 2019 case involved the public procurement sector, especially within the construction industry. Zainal Abidin, a businessman, sought to secure a lucrative government contract with substantial financial stakes by offering a bribe. The amount offered was significant enough to distort the competitive binding process, threatening the integrity of the project. This attempt was aimed at undermining government transparency, fairness, and integrity in public governments. Next is significance of the case. This case highlights the critical issue of corruption in public procurement, where individuals attempt to bypass merit-based decision-making for personal gain. It underscores the importance of vigilance and reporting, as a government official reported the bribes offered to the authorities, preventing the corrupt act before it could take place. The swift response by MACC played a pivotal role, intervening quickly to prevent the bribes and arresting Zainal before the exchange occurred. The court judgment of this case. During the trial, Zainal's defense argued that since the bribe was never delivered, no offensive had occurred. However, the court ruled the attempted bribery is a punishable offensive under the MACC Act, especially Section 16. This judgment reinforced the legal principle that the prevention of corruption is paramount, with the legal system intervening even before bribery is committed to uphold fairness, integrity, and transparency in government processes. In conclusions, offering bribes is a serious crime in Malaysia that undermines trust, fairness, and integrity of public and private sector. The MACC Act ensures that there are severe consequences for both those who offer bribes and those who accept bribes, reinforcing the country's commitment to combating corruption. Through strong enforcement and a focus on promoting integrity, Malaysia strives to maintain a fair and transparent environment, which is essential for a prosperous and just society. The references I have provided are as follows. That concludes my presentation. Thank you.